Let's see, is that music too loud? Check the board. I can hear it. All right, looks like we're good. On YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. So the plan is just gonna do some maybe start practice tonight for a couple hours and chill out. And then we're gonna try and do a gecko feeding at about 10 p.m. So I'll have to eventually have to go to low light to try and get that done. So I might not be able to play darts after that because I may have to. I don't know what kind of lighting I'm going to be left with if I turn all the lighting down, because I gotta see. I gotta see if I can get him fed. So we got him set up. I got the dartboard on there. See, I got that. I got a new feeding dish, but I think it's a little too high because he tried to get in there a couple days ago. He wasn't able to grab the mealworms, so I'm gonna try that again. I got a lower one, a smaller one, coming from Amazon. Then I'm gonna see if he can get him out of that, because when you put him on the ground, he doesn't always get them fast enough, and then they start walking away, and you have to hope that he catches them later. And then the crickets, that's a whole other story, to hope that he gets those, but he usually does get a couple of those after all the lights are off, because there's usually only one or two of those left when I drop a bunch in there. But we're going to be preparing the crickets for them. You'll see what I mean by prepare when it gets to that time. Right now he's hiding under that brown log on the left. You probably can't see him. He's behind those rocks. We got a new water dish. Got some new rocks around. That's pretty much the layout for right now. So about 10 o'clock, I'll be trying to get that done and see if we can get them to eat anything. So we'll go back to this room here. You can see the tank to my right there, but you can't really see too much right now. I don't know if this music's gonna get me all kinds of copyrights or not. I meant to put it on Spotify, but I didn't have it set up in the browser. All right. So I have to see if the Twitch chat shows up on the screen. And then I got the YouTube chat ready to go. Probably played too many darts today already, so I'm probably not going to shoot that well. I probably wore my luck out. It's very hot too. Just starting to cool down. It's 82. It was about 87 today. So I kind of have to watch that temperature to keep the lizard at the right temperature, and he's right on where he should be. So it'd be easier when it's not as hot outside. It'll be easier to keep that where it needs to be, especially the humidity. Because when the humidity goes up, then he doesn't need humidity. All right, so let's see if I'm forgetting anything. I'm gonna take a quick BRB, and then I'm gonna throw some darts. All right, you guys didn't hear what I was saying. Just had one of those giant flying ant type creatures flying around. Okay, let's see how our volume is. Sounds kind of loud. I always have to fool with this volume. Okay, see how that goes. Don't really need that on screen. All right. So we're going to do some practice. I could actually play some real games, but I need my bigger tripod for that, and I have that on the lizard tank right now. That's the tripod that I usually use for the game. I just have this little one on the game right now. It's not really tall enough to for the camera to play real people, but I have to see how things go. Maybe I can set that up later if I feel like All depends on how the feed goes, if I can get him to eat. Because what I do is I go into night mode. I turn the sun lamp off and the heat, and sometimes he comes out from that, and just sometimes he doesn't because it's low. It's like a low UV lighting. That's the only thing left. Sometimes you'll come out, sometimes you won't. And the mealworms I have in there are not moving. They're not moving, so they're just kind of lethargic. But I'll probably add a few other mealworms, and I'm gonna drop a couple of prepared crickets in there, I think. Prepared meaning I've been eating their legs off to make them a little more manageable for them, and then I can. You're supposed to take him out if he doesn't eat them. So then I check on him later, and if he didn't eat them, after it gets dark and everything, and he kind of seems like he's done eating for the night, then I can catch him and throw him back in the container for another day. But I don't try to give him as much time as I can to track down the crickets. And I'll have to see if he can reach into that mealworm bowl, because it might be a little too high for him because he's still kind of small. We'll get that going in a couple hours. I guess it doesn't really pick up the air conditioner or the fans or anything on the mic. So I'll see if I have anything left on darts. Just kind of winging them 20s up there, because I usually have a hard time reaching those. I press the button. You pretty much hit something every single dart, so. I have to be on my game. Got that trick 20, unfortunately. He already had him done. And then I always go for the triple 18 after the 20. But he goes for the 19. I guess the music stopped. Or maybe I think it's an ad. I missed that frickin' 18. Let's see if that's an ad or what. Maybe it's just kind of quiet. Especially with the air conditioner rolling. Okay. I don't know why my phone keeps going into standby so fast after a couple of minutes. Keeps doing that. He got to the 19s. He only threw 19 points, and then he threw an 18. But I'm thinking that could have been a mistake on his part. He always gets good mistakes. Freaking triple four. Seems like I have a pretty good arm still, surprisingly. The heat wearing me down. Let's see where my guy is here. You guys can't see. He got me on 18s too. So I got to try and catch him and pass him. Pretty neck and neck with the giraffe. He'll get you for about 50 or so points, and then he'll move on. And if you close something, he'll immediately go to the next start and try and point you on the next start and totally ignore what you have closed out. Oh, that would have been nice if I got that freaking triple 16 off of that. So we almost caught him in points with the 417s. Oh, what's up, Larry? He's actually up on the freaking log right now. I didn't even notice that. That's the second time I saw him up there today. I think it's a heat thing. The heat is the temp is good. I don't know, maybe he's getting used to being out because I went out today and I came back and he was out on that because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be on that on like a basking log. But I don't know, maybe he's getting a little bit older and he's getting used to the activity. See, he's moving now. Oh, you guys can't see him because he's I don't have that cam on. I wasn't expecting that activity already. Let's see. You guys can't. Is he on the cam? Oh, I had the. I've got the reflection of the TV on the cam, so he's sitting right on where the reflection is. Let's see if I can change the position here. See if I can get him on cam. If I can get rid of that reflection. Ah, crap! I can't get rid of that reflection. He's sitting right where that reflection is. I wonder if I can block that with something. I had a monitor up there to block that reflection. Let me stick that monitor back on the stand. See if I can block that reflection. I'm very surprised he came out. Let's see. Yeah, that blocks it, but let's see. You can't really see him because of the glass. He picked a spot where you can't really see him on camera. He's to the left of that one log that's laying there. Let's see. we can get him in just for now. You can see him curled up there. Let's see if that shows up. He's just curled up to the left. There's that freaking bug I wanted to kill. It obviously likes that tank because there's probably something in there that it wants. I don't really want to go. I don't want to go by the tank though, and scare him out of where he's hanging out right now. See if I can kind of sneak around and grab this freaking thing. I don't need to grab it. I just need to smush it. Fucker. Fucker bit me. Now where did it go? Man, I smushed that thing good. It still bit me. I think he's right up on the glass again. All right. We got to use a little more. You got to be a little more tactful with this thing. I can't believe that frickin' thing bit me. See if he gets back on the glass and I could flatten him. Crap. I don't know if that's one of them things that has the pinchers on the end, or if that's I don't know exactly what that is yet. Let's see if he'll go back on the glass again. Then I'm gonna have to try and flatten him, and then identify him. Can't have that thing getting in the tank either. All right. Yeah, if you can just see him, that's Larry, the green to the left of the that one branch that sticks up. It's kind of bright. I'm just surprised to see him up there because the temperature is exactly right. The humidity is good. He might just be getting a little bit older and wiser to want to sit up there and bask in that light. I don't think he'll eat in that bright light though. I'll probably still have to go with the low lighting to get him to venture around to eat. Because he's still a young, he's getting bigger. If he saw me, dang it, he's going back down. He just was just basking up there for a bit. Let's see if he's gonna go back to his hide. That's what they call them, the hides. You get a hide on the hot side and a hide on the cool side. So I'll just leave it on this camera. But he might be. Maybe you just needed to warm up for a little bit. I don't know. Alright, so get the camera. The camera's too low. It's too far away. Kind of like this. How's this camera so low? Let's see. Okay. Why is that still showing in the bottom? I think I have the... I think that's just the way I have it. I guess maybe I could stretch it out. Because it doesn't fit in this camera. Let's see. I don't have it cropped or anything. I guess I'll just leave it like that. Alright, let's switch. I'm going to switch it back to the other camera. Unless something happened. I really like to find that freaking bug. Really need to flatten that thing. Let's see, let's check our camera, our batteries. Okay, batteries are good. Okay, let's get the dark room back up. So if anything exciting happens again. That's funny, he just came out for a little bit. Maybe just to warm up a little bit, and then he went back in the hide again. I had the thermometer up high. But he's always down in that hide, so the temperature must be good down there. Alright, so let's see where we were at. This dumb computer. Throwing our 16s. Now I'm off a little. Still 243. Now he'll throw the 15s. What? What is he doing? He's totally playing out of character. Maybe because he was just a little above on points, he closed that out. Frick. Really like aiming for that double 15. Unfortunately, I won't be able to point him because he'll get that. So now we're down to the same as always, down to the bowls. But he actually choked on that 15. That's going to cost him if I can nail those 15s. Oh, there's the bug. Oh, crap, it flew away. I need him to get back on that class again. I don't know if he's attracted to the light or the heat. if I had a fly swatter. He's on the heat pad right now, on the side heat pad. He might be a little blinded right now. Got him. Got him that time. I heard him pop. We popped him. Let's see what this frickin' thing is. Got him right on the PetSmart receipt. Let's see if I can identify him. It looks like a flying ant. I don't think it's a termite. I think it's one of those big flying ants. Let's see if it shows up on camera. It just looks like a pile of freaking. So this thing has pinchers. Or it just bit me with its front pinchers. It doesn't have it's not one of them ones that has the pinchers in the back, like those earwig things. It's just a one of those big flying ants. Maybe I'll look it up and identify it. But I definitely don't want that thing getting in with him. All right, so it looks like he's camped out again under the hide. All right, so I think I'm going to rack some points on this giraffe real quick. Let's just see where my guy is. He's back under. So I'm going to rack a little points on him just for practice. That was big. Oh, almost 2 triple 15s. Didn't have room. See, that's weird that he closed those 15s. That was probably a bullseye miss. And he randomly closed the 15s. This computer. So all I have to do is close the bowls before he points me on him. And the AI is usually very bad at throwing bullseyes. Occasionally he'll be good, but usually he's bad. I don't know if that's programmed in to give you a chance at the end. Frick. The bullseyes are off. I'm down to 218. He's throwing 2. I know if I knock out a bullseye or 2, he'll probably start hitting them. That's just how it works. Frick, I'm right there. That one rimmed out. Bounced back at me. Surprisingly, I don't know if these are different tips I'm using, but I've broken. I think I broke 2 or 3 tips. I'm gonna see. All of a sudden, boom, boom, 2 bullseyes from him. I'm off. That'd suck if he stole this game from me. After I had him on the ropes. Sometimes I can just point him like crazy at the end while he's trying to hit bullseyes. My bullseyes are off. So what does he need? He needs about 3. I think he needs 3, and I need 3. I'm gonna start to worry if he hits one. Frick. I just can't seem to get on a roll. All the way down to 167. I hope he doesn't just go crazy all of a sudden. There we go. Got locked in. That last one was a bullseye too, but I hit my own dart and I bounced out because there was no room to get through there. Ricocheted off the other 2 darts. And we throw it in high in the open spot. Freaking 3 rounds I couldn't hit bullseyes, and now all of a sudden, bang, 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 I hit 3 of them in a row. Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see him out like that. Pretty warm in this computer room. I might have to direct some cooling in there. Take a short break here. Yeah, see this? Yes, I do have this because I can't fit the, the tank in lengthwise. I would have to move it back and then crop it. So I kind of have it. Kind of have it up too high. But he's never going to go above that one branch there. So I could move this. Maybe I can move this down here. Let's see. And I can move the events up. And we got the dartboard, scoreboard. The dartboard will block if he goes on top of the cave over there. So we're looking at an hour and a half. Those those white rocks are in the water bowl. Those are not eggs. Those are white rocks. They look kind of cool. Hopefully he doesn't think they're eggs. I don't think he'll know what to do with them right now because he's just a young. What do they call them? I guess they just call them young. Okay. So now I got to come up with some kind of snack for tonight. I'm going to turn up this volume just a little bit on the game because when the air conditioner runs, I can't hear it. Down to 81 outside. Let's see how cold the air is coming out of this thing. Things been getting a workout over the last week or so, but it doesn't really make it over here. That's why I have the fans. If the temperature and the humidity drop, then I can let some air in, but I don't want to let that humidity in. Let's see. Actually, I was thinking that I need what was I thinking that I needed a phone for? I can't remember. That's why you never get rid of your old phones because you can always use them sometime for something. Let's see what the humidity is. Yeah, humidity is 77%. I don't want to let that in, especially for him because he likes to have it the humidity. They say around 30 or 40 on the hot side, I think. And that's he's got 35, and then on the cool side, the humidity is a little affects me too much. I wanted to have one of these twisted teas. All right, so where were we? About an hour 15 away from feeding time. Hopefully Larry the lizard will start to get a little more brave and come out a little bit more. So I guess what I'll do is I'll get the crickets ready because I need to deleg them and then see if I can put some protein, not protein. They have plenty of protein already. Some calcium powder on them. You're supposed to sprinkle them with. That turns them white. But I don't know what to. I need like a prep. I need like a prep container and like anti-climb slippery prep container to throw them in to get them ready for them because I want to make it easy on him, as easy as possible for him to get those crickets. And then the mealworms, I'll have to see if he can get in that dish. Holy cow, what do you do? He came out and got freaking 2 X's on me. Yes, that's what I like to do. Right after the freaking 20, I like to throw the 18. Sometimes I nailed the trip 20 and the trip 18. He switched over to the 19s, of course. Even though he had 2 20s and 2 18s, he goes right to a point dart to try and repoint me. Crap. Oh, freaking triple three, man. So I left the door open for him because I seemed to be a little off. Twisted tea has no carbonation. It's kind of flat. Kind of just tastes like tea. Okay. How does he have 38? Did he hit 2 19s, I guess? Trying to do the math here. Ah, frick. Now I'm going to be playing chase all game. Let's see what he does. Closed out the 20. Then he went back to the 19. Ah, frick. It's going to be one of them games. Because I couldn't hit those frickin' 19s. Frickin' triple threes, man. Oh, I dropped that one in there. Except he's already got 50 on me. Now he'll get the 18. So I can't point him on that. That's a shame. He almost choked. I have to try and get him on something else. Let's see if he can choke us on the 17s. No, of course not. He's on automatic. Yeah, I was gonna say about time for that air conditioning. Oh, frick. Did that hit anything? Taking a rethrow on that one. Ah, frick. This game is getting out of hand. Frick, man. He just doesn't miss. I am gonna have to jump and try and get some 15 points. Got the double. Let's see what that got me. Well, hopefully, let's see what he does. If he tries to close me out on 15s or if he throws more points. Don't get a double. He's happy, even though he left them open. I still need two 16s though. That'll work. Frick. Nailed it. Oh, I was short on points. I freaking nailed them both that I wanted to hit. The double 15 and the double 16. Damn. Now we're back to the Bulls again. Try to lock in on these Bulls. Did he steal the game on Bulls last time, or did I steal the game? So I remember pulling bullseyes out of the board. Yeah, he's hitting Bulls. Frick. And I got two, so makes me think he's gonna hit it. Hit it. Of course. Because I've got two Bulls on him. All I had to do was close and get. I was one bull from stealing it. All right. So let's see what's going on with the tank here. I can see the mealworms. They're alive, but they're just not moving. I think it's because it's warm right there. Because they're kind of in the middle. So either that or they just kind of gave up because they're in a not an escape from proof dish. They might have just given up on life. They might get more active when I turn the sun off. I guess I could maybe leave that view up there for a little. I gotta eat my apple pie. Okay, let's go back to the other view here. It's too bad I can't. It's too bad. I need to set up like a maybe like a cropped webcam in the corner if I'm gonna keep streaming the tank. Yep, that is what they call. What do they call the young ones? Youngins? I can't remember what they call them. Younglings. I think I've had it for about a week. I don't know how old it is, how old they are when you get them, but it's definitely not an adult. It doesn't have the spots yet. I don't know when if they get the spots on the first shed or how that works, or if they change the spots just as they get bigger, because he still has the striped tail and he's got a stripe on his head and he's got vertical stripes. So I was like, wow, this one's looks cool, but apparently all that stuff goes away and they just get the leopard spots. So I have to see how he turns out. Yeah, I'm not centered right now. Well, I gotta turn my oh, I can't turn my fancy light on right now. So my phones are all taken. Let's see if I can do that without screwing this all up. Okay, let's see. Okay, light is on. Let's see if I can go back to the, let me close all these other apps. Did I have enough apps running? So I'll have to see where that camera ended up. Seems good. You got 40 points on me. I can't hit these freaking 20s. Come on. Freaking same thing. Fives and then the one. I don't know what he hit an 18 for. Ah, frick. I was gonna do like him and go for 19s. Freaking both of those were bounce outs. I must have hit the edge or something. You hit those black edges. That they're angled, so it's supposed to suck the dart tip in. But for some reason, they're always bouncing out on me when I hit edges. Oh, freaking threes! What the frick? I'm losing my aim. He's gonna run away with this thing if I can't get something. That bounced out on a freaking on a hit. It still bounced out, and the screen just died. Freaking three. Choking here. The last two games, I'm not hitting shit. And the computer is always going to be on his game. And, I mean, those mealworms have not moved an inch, but they're definitely alive. So I'd like to, I don't know what to do right now because I can't hit anything. Just trying to find something I can hit. He's not even throwing that well. And he's going to kill me on them 20s and 18s if we get into a point battle. If I get points in the 17, he's just going to freaking point me on something else. Let's see if he repoints me or if he closes it. Of course, he's going to close the 17 and he hits a 15 and closes that. Frickin' triple three. All right. I could just hope. I can only hope for him to choke. Now he's pointing to me on the 20, and he closes 17. Man, this computer seems like it's really smart sometimes. That 20 really killed me this game. I'm only throwing 120, 1.20. He's throwing 217, which is definitely beatable. That was huge. But he'll be able to point me right back. Even though I just got 6 16s, he'd be able to point me back. If I get these 18s and 15s, then it'll be down to bullseyes again. That was huge. Well, I even paused for a second to think about that, and I still got the 15 that I needed. So now, it all depends on how his bullseyes are. Frick. I thought he was going to go back to back there. I need that air conditioner to come back on. Let's see what the temps are. Let's see. It's 80 out. The humidity is brutal, though. I can't let that in. Let's see if I can get this air to come on. Have to wait for it. All right, we're going for the steel. That would have been nice. That was a double bowl. That felt like a double bowl. I was just low on it. Ah, frick. He's hitting balls. What round is it? It's late rounds. It's 14th round. Ah, frick. I was all over the bulls. 1 dot off on 2 of them. He's probably going to take this game. Ah, shit. I maybe got one more shot at him. Dang. Hit my own dart. Ah, frick. This looks like another L. I don't think he'll choke on bulls again in this late game. 15 rounds. I need 3, he needs 1. Frick. He'll definitely get this bulls out here because I got the 2. He'll definitely get the bull. Man, he choked again. So he's in his choke mode. Boom. I think he was in his choke mode though, because he was not hitting the bulls. Well, he hit 2 of them. He threw 218. I only threw 164. What is this? Award 6 count? 2? I got 6 count. I got 2 6 counts that game. I don't remember that. That would have been either 2 triples. I don't remember hitting 2 triples. I got the 6 count on the 16. I got the triple, the double, and the single. That was 1 6 count. I don't remember what the other one was. So I pulled that one off. I'm just gonna take an ad break here. It's 9:15. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna do this feed, this lizard feed. I'll have to turn off the main lighting, the heater, just leave the UV on, and then I'll have the lamp, the TV, the dartboard, and the kitchen. It should be a lot of light for him to deal with. I don't know if he'll come out with all that light. Maybe I'll turn off the dart light is kind of like a steady light. The TV will actually be a steady brightness too because I'm not watching anything on it. I just have OBS and stuff on it. So I'll have to see what I need to get the right brightness to see if I can get him. I don't know, maybe I should trade in those mealworms. Because if they don't move, they're pretty much useless. Because I want him to get, I want to try to get him to eat out of a dish. Especially when it comes time to put the dirt type stuff in there. I'm going to need him to eat out of a dish. I don't know how I'm going to feed him crickets though. Because you don't want them getting dirt and stuff in their mouth when they're eating. That's the thing. People hand feed them with tongs or even just right from their fingers. But I don't know how. I doubt that he will take a cricket from me. And they won't stay in the... They can still get out of the dish even with no back legs. They could still climb out. Even if I deleg them. Pretty complicated. Let's see. Any action in there? Let's see. Now he's in the hideout under the log. You know, last night I saw him get a cricket that was just sitting on the edge of the food dish, just waiting for him. And he picked that one off. I gotta see if I have a tall something I can use for a tall cricket holder to get them ready. To get them powdered up with the calcium powder. Because I put it on them, but they don't have it on them anymore. I need a tall container with sides they can't climb. I don't really have anything. I don't think. I have a big container that they probably, if I deleg them and put them in there, they probably can't climb up the side. I think I'm going to take a BRB real quick. Look at this container. Let's see. All right, what happened to my music? Oh, it's an ad. There's just a quiet part in the music. I hear something. It's just rumble music. All right, so I think I have a good prep. I have a good prep container for the crickets. I got this thing here. So I got myself some containers for lizard stuff, like for a holding tank for him. So I think if I deleg the crickets, they'll stay in here. They won't be able to get out. They will definitely be able to jump out of here though if I don't deleg them first. But I don't think they can get up these sides. And then I'll just sprinkle a little powder in here. And then this will be my holding tank for crickets, I think. So maybe I'll put like 3 mealworms and 2 or 3 crickets tonight. 3 more mealworms because 2 of them in there are not moving. I don't know if they're gonna move. So I got my holding tank. So I think we're ready to go on that. So the only thing I'm not really sure about is the lighting. What that lighting is going to look like. And 10 o'clock is the target time, so that's his schedule. What did I put that air on? I turned it down, but it didn't come on. Let's see, his temp is good. All right. Got about a half an hour. Only thing is, if he sees me, he gets spooked. But I'll have him on OBS. So once I get ready, and then I'll see if he comes out. I don't have a I don't know how he feels about darts, but I'm like over here all the time for darts, so he probably doesn't like that when I'm over here right in front of him throwing darts. Frick. I just winged that one. That went way up on the upper rim. I'm taking that one back though. That's take back. Because, of course, I hit the freaking one. I mean, because when you're playing a perfect computer, it's only fair to get a take back on a bounce out or a. I take a take back if it's a bounce out on the outer rim because that seems fair. I had to really lock in to hit that 20. I don't usually pause. Like when I throw, I don't usually pause like right here. I usually just like lift and throw straight through. This freaking guy closed the 19s already. Of course, I'm all over the place on the 19. Ah, frick. Gets a normal double 19 on me. That ain't even right. Double 18. But he'll probably close that out. Unless he chokes. It all depends how the freaking AI is feeling. He's happy, but he can't close it out. Freaking fours. Ah. I'm weak and then I'm overthrow it to compensate. Another game of chase. Technically, I could really ignore the 18 and try to go 17 because I only need one. Oh, frick, man. I just can't close the door on him. I just keep leaving him the opportunity. He ain't gonna miss. He's throwing 283. That's big. Where was that dart? What the frick? That's out of rim. That dart went right through my other dart and hit the outer rim. So that's a take back. Boom. The triple 16. That gets me back in it. Phone turned off again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right, so if I can get them on the 16s, close the 18s, then I'm good to go. That was almost triple. I'm gonna go back again. Oh, frick. I couldn't go back for the return trip and get the big 16. And he ignored the 16s and got the 15s. For a second there, I thought he hadn't closed the 15. That would have been huge, that triple 15. Now he'll throw the bulls and ignore the 16, but he'll probably hit it on a miss. Let's see if we can point him a little bit. Ah, freaking 2 triple sevens. I'll point him until he gets a bullseye. Or until he accidentally hits a 16 on the bullseye miss. It's only 10, it's only round 10. Freaking right there. Just want to stack some points on him since it's so early in the rounds. But if he gets a bull, then I'm going to start hitting bulls. Yeah, see, he's choking on bulls now. Yeah, my guy is, he's got his head, his head is resting right on that rock. He likes that rock. Must be like a warm pillow. What did that hit? It looked like it hit the bullseye edge. Stuck in the carpet. Hit something because it counted. I didn't see what it hit. So yeah, see, it's a 16 on a bullseye miss, of course. I just need to lock in on the bulls. I just hit another one. 14 rounds. Oh, right there. Ah, frick. It rattled off my darts and missed. So he needs 3 extra bulls on me. So that's the thing. If I hadn't gotten those extra points and he started firing off bullseyes, I'd be in trouble. If I didn't get mine. There it is, the double. The D bull. Did I get points for that? I threw 256. I got a 7 count. Where did I get a 7 count? I'm trying to think. I got the, oh yeah, I got those 2 triple 16s and then a single, right? Yeah. All right, GG's. It's almost, no, it's only 9:37. Yeah, see, Larry has been sticking his head out a little bit more than usual on the branch, but it could actually be because he's bigger now and he doesn't fit where he could completely conceal himself, or it could be the temperature too. He's moving out to get just the right temperature that he wants. Because maybe it's a little colder down there than he would want, but I think I have the temperature pretty much locked in right there. I doubt that I doubt that you guys could see him. I would have to zoom in. I'd have to set up some kind of zoom cam. It's that third rock from the bottom is where he rests his head against that rock in between those two branches. I just wish I had a better way to feed him crickets to where he would get them, because he needs to eat those. Otherwise, I have to fish him out, because you're not supposed to leave those in the tank. If he doesn't eat them, you're not supposed to leave uneaten critters in there. Mealworms, I don't think mealworms matter. I think they just pretty much hide. It's the crickets you got to worry about, because those things are a freaking menace. I guess this thing wasn't centered. Where's the? Why doesn't it center itself? It's supposed to be somewhere around here. All right, we got about 20 minutes. I'll get rid of that dart stuff on here, because I won't be throwing darts. So I'll get rid of, let's see, I'll get rid of this. Oh, that's actually hiding. What is that reflection of? Why is that still there? Is it over here? No. What is that a reflection of? How is that reflection getting through? It's come from the other side. Frick. Wait, I can't see the. What is that? Why can't I see above the cave? Let's see if I minimize it. Oh shit. I can't. No, I can't see it. If I minimize that. Wait, let's see if I move this. No, wait, that won't matter. Well, if he happens to go up there, I'll be in front of that anyway. I just don't understand why I'm getting that reflection. On the other side. have to leave that TV on. Well, let's see what happens. What is that a reflection of? It's just the OBS stuff. All right, we got about 15 minutes. Where'd my dartboard go? Oh, it doesn't show up when you minimize it? I guess I could throw a few more darts. Then I'll get the crickets ready. I don't know. I have to figure out a good procedure to where because if I put my hand in there when he's thinking about coming out to eat, then he'll get scared away. So I want to have the stuff in there and then turn the lighting down and the heat off. And then that's when he'll be ready to come out. I don't know, unless he comes out when I actually throw the stuff in there. I don't know what actually triggers him. If it's the low lighting or if it's the actual presence of the frickin' food going in there. Frick. I couldn't go back to back. Would freaking hit the 111 instead of the 18. I just wish he would match me on the 20s instead of going ahead, because I didn't point him. So why wouldn't he close out the 20s instead of jumping ahead? Frick. Because he's going to go ahead and try and point the 19s and ignore the 20s. And I don't want to have a battle. I don't want to try to have a battle pointing him on 20s, because that's not a good dart for me. 18s maybe. Frick. Okay. I'll have a battle with him with 18s, but prefer not to do it on 20s. Let's see what he does. See, he only has 19 points on me. He's already trying to close out the 20s. I guess because he didn't have another point dart. Crap. It's all right. I'll take it. Now let's see what he does. Now he goes after another point dart because I got ahead of him. That was right there. Now he's got the 18s on me. Let's see what he does. If he gets ahead of me. What did he do? He went 18, 20, 18. This freaking computer's weird. Frick. That's a major choke. Did he hit a double 18? Crap. Oh. Boom. I'm taking my dart back on the rim shot. Of course I miss. Freaking phone keeps turning off. He's got 117, so he'll probably close those. Wow, he actually choked. He threw on that one. Frick. Oh, come on. I freaking choked. I was throwing so much better earlier. Nice. That only gives me 1 point on him, though. And then we'll be battling for the 15s. He missed the 15s. So what do I do? Do I try and get some 16s, or do I try and get steal the 15s? That was huge. Oh. Rim shot. I'm taking that one back. What? How did that count? That also wasn't even on the board. What the heck? How did he know? How did he know that was a miss? Frick. That was huge. That was huge. The freaking closeout on the 15 and the triple 16. That was freaking huge, man. The double 15s are a huge dart for me. For some reason. All right. I think we're going to beat him down on the 16s a little bit. Triple 8, triple 7 in between. And get this game over with. And I gotta figure out the plan here. We got about 7 minutes. Okay, he got a bull, so I'm gonna try and knock out a bull. I'll take the 16. Now we got 2 bulls, so might want to rack up the 16s. That was huge. Couldn't get the ball. Triple 16 seems to be a good dart for me too. Really, my worst darts are really like 20. Triple 15 I'm not real good at. 19s I'm inconsistent on. And 17s, pretty much the same thing. I gotta get these bulls though, so he doesn't start racking them up on me. And phone turned off again. The bull got the other bull on the step back. Because I wasn't sure if I already had one. That way so it's pretty much elementary at this point with all the points I've got on. GG's. Because you can only put 200 on someone. Okay, he moved. He's not on his pillow rock. So now it's time to it's time. Let's change the stuff over. Okay, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Unfortunately, I got that reflection up in the top right corner, and I don't know if I can get rid of it. If I go the other way, then I've got the reflection on the other side, I think. No, actually, I had that blocked with the monitor. Let's see if I can get rid of that reflection. Okay, so if I go this way, kind of go like this, and it's still there because I've got to kind of go on this angle. Frick. I can't really get that. I can't really get rid of that reflection. I might need to go a little lower on this to get the top off. Okay. Got plenty of battery, I think, for this. Oh, that's really bright. But I think it's not going to be bright for long when I change the lighting. All right. So let's put the BRB up. for a second. Why is that light getting brighter and darker? What is that? Why is that light doing that? Is that the dartboard? The hell's doing that? Is that the dartboard colors? Let's turn that off. Why is that light? What is that? Oh, that freaking light. Ah, I got to get rid of that. All right. Lesson learned. Okay. Let's put this back in. It didn't turn off. What the frick? I just turned that freaking thing off. What is this? It is connected. Okay. I thought I saw it for a second. Okay. What is that? What is that flashing? What is that freaking light flashing? What the hell? What is that light flashing? What's going on? What is that freaking flashing light? I don't understand. What is that freaking pulsing light? It's not the actual light, is it? What is that? I've got a freaking pulsing light coming from somewhere. Looks like it's coming from the front. What is that? Come on. The one freaking time I try to do this. What is that? There's nothing. Where's that light coming from? I don't understand. Is that the stupid phone? Why is that light pulsing? Is that from the TV? It's not in the tank. It has to be the stupid phone. There's nothing pulsing. All right, so I'm getting some crickets ready here. Okay, found my first contender. You snooze, you lose. Let's see if he can get out of that thing. There's one that's a little smaller. That one only has one leg. I don't think I took care of him already. I think he just lost a leg somewhere. All right. Let's do 3 mealworms. I'm gonna get some dust. Calcium dust. Just a pinch. Get these crickets dusted. I'm just gonna slide these guys around in the dust. Okay. Yeah, these guys will be easy prey. Okay. Let's get the mealworms. Gonna put 3 fresh mealworms in there. This thing is moving. Okay. Three. They cannot get out of that bowl. So I think I'm gonna put 4 in there. I can't tell if that one's moving or not. Hopefully the crickets don't eat them. Or try to eat them. All right. I don't know why that's pulsing like that. Hopefully that stops when I turn the heat lamp off. Okay. The top is off. Let's see, are these things fried? No, these mealworms are still moving. They're just kind of like gave up. Okay. So I'm gonna dump this all in the dish, and then I'm gonna go into dark mode. Okay. The crickets are dusted, but they'll figure a way out of there though. Okay. So we are in dark mode. Maybe it was for some reason that light was pulsing. It was giving off some kind of pulse because of the camera or something. Okay. So the heat is off. The crickets didn't even get out of the feeding dish. Not yet, anyway. They'll figure it out, though. Okay, so now let's see if he comes out on the low light when it cools down. We're going to give him a little time to see if he comes out. If he detects that that free meal in the dish, and if he can't get in there, then I'm going to have to dump those onto the ground. I mean, it looks bright, but the big light is off. Let's turn the, let's see, all I have is a TV and a lamp. Let's turn the kitchen off and see. That makes it a little darker, but the camera still picks it up pretty well. So if it usually when it cools down, he starts coming out. Let's see, did I turn the right light off? I think I turned the sun lamp off. The water's fine. The crickets so far are too dumb to get out of there. They're kind of weak. They've taken a beating, but they're gonna figure it out. I think those crickets have already been, and that's their second that's their second tour. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna have to turn this. I'm not gonna turn the light back on. I'm gonna leave the lighting like that and see if he comes out. Because I'm kind of curious if he comes out when he detects the meal, or if he comes out when it cools down and the lighting goes down. See, he's out. Oh, frick, he saw me. I gotta try, I gotta try and sneak around so he can't see me. I'm gonna have to go around the other way. You guys can't see me, but he's behind that log. I'll be able to see him on the, well, he's gonna see when I sit down. He's behind that log though. He came out. There he is. Where's he going? Hey, what's up, NC? Ban one. Just feeding Larry here. Oh, it's a big event. Larry feeding. Larry the Gecko. Where did he go? Did he go in the cave? He ignored the food dish and he went right for the cave. But I think he'll come out of there. The only question will he come out under that lighting? I've got. I can turn off the lamp. All the food is in there, but it's not really moving. They don't really move when they're in that thing. Okay, he's on the. Is he getting water? I don't know if he actually went in the cave yet, because that's usually where he goes to the bathroom, and that's the cool down spot. But he usually eats something and then goes in there. He's just checking it out. Is nothing moving in that food dish? Are they all just sitting there? Because I know if I dump that, all that those freaking crickets and those mealworms will run for the hills. Okay, let's see what he's doing. He's scoping out the cave. There's nothing new for him over there. He's just kind of, maybe he's cooling down. All right, he's on the move. Let's see if he checks out that, well, he's going up top. He's going back. He's not going for the food dish. I can't really see any movement in there. Oh, here he comes. I mean, he could fit in that ditch. There he goes. There you go, buddy. That's one down. I just wanted to see if he would eat under this lighting. because it's not full dark. It's just low light. You just say one and left. Well, maybe that food dish will work. Maybe he just needs to be get used to it, get a little more aggressive. I don't know if there's the crickets are still in there or not, if they ran out. Let's see if he comes back. Doesn't usually take more than one at a time. I'll see him get one, and then later he'll get another. I can't tell. I think the crickets may have escaped, so they could be running around in there. Okay, now let's see what he does. He might be waiting for full dark. I don't know what that is to the left, but that's a cricket laying there. What that is to the left of the food dish. I don't want to walk over there. So it's 10:20. We turn this other light off. See if it gets any darker. I don't know if it got darker or not, but it's definitely darker outside the glass. It might have to be full dark. Oh, I see movement in there. I think there's a cricket trying to get out. I don't know why he just grabbed one and then went back. Uh, I think that cricket's. I think that cricket might be getting out in the front. See, he's working his way out. I think he might escape. He's trying. Uh, oh, he's up on the branch now. Can you? Because does that show on the camera? He's up on the branch behind the plant. All right, come on, buddy. You got more food. He's just laying on that branch now. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's behind that green plant on the left. Maybe he'll come down. and go for the food dish again. He's in plain view right now, as far as light. Is he still behind that plant? What is he? Where is he going? He's going up. He's trying to climb those fake cactus back there. All right, let's see what his next move is. Can't tell where he is right now. This is nice because I can watch him without being in front of the tank. Through, I can watch him through OBS. I wish this, I wish this, the screen was bigger though. I can't, but I can't make OBS any, I can't make the OBS screen any bigger. He's looking, he looks like he's looking out the side glass. Is that his head right there? Yeah, he's looking in my direction. But he's blocked. Yeah, I think something's getting out of the food dish. It looks like something's on the edge. I don't know. He might need it full dark in there before he goes on the move. I don't think the camera will pick it up. If I turn that UV light off and turn something on out here, I think it'll be too dark. It's only been about a half an hour, so it's kind of like it's sundown right now. I think I need to block the sides. Finally, the air conditioner turned off. He's just in that corner. I see his tail. Which way is he pointing? Is that him? He's looking out the back. He's looking at the freaking fake desert back there. If I can, I can't see the temperature. The temperature went down yet. Let's see if I can see the temperature without him seeing me. Okay, it's 83 in there. It went down about 7 degrees. He's doing something in that corner. He doesn't want to come out with that lighting. Where's he going? I just saw his tail disappear. I don't know why he would just come and grab one of those. Unless nothing else moved. Maybe he doesn't like that music. Let's turn that music off. All right, nice and quiet. It's weird that light was giving off a pulse, though, for some reason, on the camera. So is he camped out now? Where is he? Can't see him. Does he not want to come out? I don't know if that camera will pick up any light if I turn off the inside light and turn on a light out here. It might be too dark. He just took one trip to the other side. He grabbed the mealworm, and then I don't know if he went back under. If he hid back under the log, or if he's in the back there. Okay, going on a half an hour. Let's see. It looks like the crickets got out. It's kind of like sunset lighting in there right now. He might be waiting for it to get darker. Watch me walk away and he'll come out. He's been known to do that. Let me turn this mic off real quick. All right, so looks like he's not coming back out again. So I think I don't know where the crickets are. I'm thinking because those mealworms are not moving, maybe. I don't know why they don't move in the dish. Because if I dump them, they're going to start moving. I'll try that. Because they're not, there's like 5 of them in there. They're not moving. Where is he? I don't know where the crickets went. So let's see if I dump them and they move, if he'll come out for them. Okay. Let's see if he detects them. He comes out for him. Before they get away. I don't understand why they don't move around in the dish. They just sit there. They don't even try. When you put them in the dish, they just give up. They don't even. I mean, all they have to do is move a little, and he'll come after him. Come on, just poke your head out of there. He's there. They're getting away. I don't understand those stupid mealworms. Why don't they move in the dish? Let's see what the temperature is. Yeah, temperature is almost down. It's almost to 80. It's down about 10 degrees, almost 10. Let's see if there's any light. If I go to dark mode and turn on the outside lights. Oh, I thought I saw his head. Freaking mealworms are getting away. Okay, so I'll go this light. I'll do this light. And let's turn this light off. No, there's no no light like that. The camera doesn't pick up anything like that. Okay, maybe I'll end stream like this. And I'll go to video because I'm pretty sure video picks up more light than this.